Okay, folks. Hey, I'm going to show you how to, or I'm going to guide you through the date assignment so that you know how to do it independently tomorrow. You'll have this video to go to if you need to. Note that you do need to download the Excel document in your classroom. Remember to do open a new window and then the little download button in order to do that. So let's go through here, starting with number 1 is to open the document. Number 2, use the nowDate function to insert the current date in cell A1. So let's go to A1. We're going to click on the function button right here. We're going to do a search up here for now. Press enter. Takes us straight there. So what does the now function do? It returns the current date and time formatted as date and time. So if I click OK, and OK, it's done. Now anytime we close this document and reopen it, it will be the current date so that we can keep track of our accounts receivable. And what that means is we have a list of clients, people that have purchased a service from us. Let's say plumbing. So John Barr, for example, we have his account number, what date we did his service. Notice these years are pretty old, but that's okay. The amount of the bill, which was $693.45. We have 30-day payment date we're going to fill out in a minute. Payment received, we've already received $300 from him. But now we need to know his outstanding balance, when is the 90 days past due, and how many days have elapsed. So let's do this. Next up, we already inserted the now function. We're going to calculate the 30-day payment date right here. By entering a formula in cell F3 where my mouse is, and we're going to add 30 to the value of D3 and then copy the remaining cells down. So every formula starts with equal. We're going to take D3 plus 30. Don't forget to pause when you need to see what I'm doing on this video so that you can keep up. Press enter, go back up, copy these down. And then the next thing our instructions tell us to do is to verify the accuracy of these values. Be sure they're 30 days later. So let's take a look. I'm going to skip down here. March 9th, a month later, April 8th, that sounds about right, 30 days. December 1st to December 31st, that's 30 days. Looks good. Just did a little spot check. Next up, we're going to go down to number 5. We're going to determine the outstanding balance in column H by subtracting the payment received from the amount of the bill. So I'm going to come over here to outstanding balance. I'm going to do equal sign. Come over to E3 minus the payment received, which is in G3. Don't forget to pause if you need to. Press enter, go back up, copy that down. So now we know how much they owe. It's totaling up to $1,514 of our business that's missing. So we need to get that. Alright, next up we're going to go to number 6. It says write a formula in column I to indicate 90 days past due. And it tells us add 60 to the value in column F. So it's at column I equal. We're going to come over here to our 30-day date and add 60. Why? This is 90 days past due. Why are we doing only 60? Because we already calculated 30. We just want to do 60 plus 30 equals 90. So F3 plus 60. Enter. Copy that down. Check that, maybe 2 months have passed. Let's see. April, May, and now we're in June, so that's 2 months. It's doing good. January, February, and now it's March. Excellent. So we're 90 days past due. All right, we copied the formula. Let's go down to the last bit here. Next, we're going to calculate the number of days that have elapsed since the last payment was received. The last payment was on the 30-day. And we're going to use a Days360 function. That's the other function we're going to learn today that you'll use tomorrow independently. So you're going to click on the Insert Function button, and we're going to type in Days360, no spaces, press Enter. It's going to pop up right there. Remember, it shows the definition. It returns the number of days between two dates. So I'm going to click OK. And we need to determine it was F3, which is our 30-day payment date. The end date is right now, so we need to use our A1, our now statement, and click OK. All right. Woo! 3,613 days. That's a lot. Let's go ahead and reduce our decimal here. See where my mouse is? I'm going to click twice so that we just show the days. We don't need the decimal point for days. Now, I want to copy this down, but look what happens. Oh, it's all wrong. What happened? If I click in here, it did take the 30-day date, but it kept going down. Just like this one did from here, it went down 1 to 2 each time. So we want to lock in A1. So let's go back up there. How do we lock in a cell address? We use a symbol, the $sign. So I'm going to put the $sign in front of the column and in front of the row and a cell address of A1. I'm going to press enter, go back up. Now I'm going to copy it down, and lo and behold, it worked. Let's take a look at one. Yep, still locked up there with A1, and it's gone down each time. So our answer is looking good. All right, let's take a look. All right, this says determine the average number of days for column H. That's looking a little fishy because that's the outstanding balance. So we don't want that. So let's go over to column I to find out the average number of days instead. Remember, this is easy. We just go to the simple toolbar function instead of going to insert function where auto sum is, and you go to auto average. Click it. We don't want an average of that. We want an average of this. I3 through I10. And what's that called? A range. Don't forget that. Enter. And the average date, it's taking from all of these and averaging out what the average date is, and it's August 28, 2007. All right, save your spreadsheet somewhere you'll know where you saved it, like your My Documents, and then turn it in on today's assignment. Good job.